Welcome back to another episode of our Riverbend Springs Start from Scratch. This is on Farming Simulator 25. Yesterday, if you remember, we failed to make a lot of money. We did a pea harvest contract. Didn't work out to our benefit on time-wise. We had a little rainstorm, plus it just slow harvest. But today, we have other plans. So from our previous episodes, we have the greenhouse. I did notice we got a pallet of lettuce. That is great. That'll get us some income once it gets time to sell. Our water is looking good. So today our goal is to hit about $19,000, somewhere in that price range. We have a plan in mind. Winter is coming. Contracts are going to slow down. We need to find a way to make ourselves some money. So let's jump in and take a look at these contracts. See if there's anything that can make us a good chunk of money to start. Those two bale wrapping, one's round and one's square. That does not help us. Harvesting, I'm assuming they're all going to be root crops. Oh, cotton. Cotton is a good one, except for the least cost does not make sense. It's a tiny field. Rock removal, long ways from the shop for a slow moving vehicle. Stone picking is not bad. Grass tedding, that is close. That is right across the ferry. Let's borrow that and do both of these contracts. Alright, so we'll get into the old truck. Get her fired up. Cold start on this October morning. We'll head to the shop to pick up our equipment. Some of the colors are great in this game. It's just amazing to see. This is the time of the day that I expect to see the fog, and it's nice to see, but usually it burns off before 10 o'clock. Some of these areas it's still very dense, but I guess we won't be buying those fields. It makes it difficult to do much. So let's get over to the shop and we'll get our equipment. So here we are. Look at that tiny little thing. I've never used one of these. Haven't ever done any of the grape harvesting, so might have to give that a shot at some point. I believe that's what these are actually for, to get between the rows. Let's get this lifted up. First one we are heading to is across the massive tedder for this little tractor. It looks kind of funny in my opinion, but clearly gonna do the job. So, as we're moving along, making some hay, let's talk about the game plan why not having this episode get a start on that for this episode, but depending on what contract we have and how long this takes, I might not end up with enough money to finish the but we're going into winter, contracts slow down, we have to become more self-sufficient. I want to just skip days. So, there's a lot of land that has some trees. I think we buy that for a winter project. Kind of put it on the back burner when it's summertime and head over to it each time winter comes. Just to do a little logging, plant some trees. I think initially I would like to get a wood chipper. We'll put one on lease. Don't think we'll have enough money to actually buy it outright. We could take a loan, personal line of credit type of deal, buy it. We'll pay the interest on it, but it's not used frequently. We lease it. It's only a couple months a year, winter time, that we'll actually use it. So I think it's something we just lease. We do the wood chipping. We're also going to need a trailer. That's something I can see us purchasing. We're going to use the trailer way more frequently than we're going to use the wood chipping. Other option is we go down a sawmill so we can get some planks and beams going for the grain milling zone. Will give us a quick early start towards that. I think that'll be the less money over time. We would probably have to do that in the summer months once in a while to keep the wood mills, the sawmill stocked. Don't really want to focus on the wood productions in the summer. There's just so many things to do in the summer months that cutting down trees, moving planks, just a winter thing. I think we can focus on. I'm leaning towards wood chips. Wood chips are highly profitable also, so it'll get us some equipment that we need to continue on purchasing land items. I'm leaning towards wood chips. Putting the sawmill off until we at least can get a bigger area of trees. There's not that many trees in this plot of land that I want land. And once we do clear trees, I want to use it for goats or pigs. Haven't decided. A lot of homesteaders put each of them into wood plots because they clear out underbrush and keep it pretty maintained. Pigs root, dig up the land, make it more of a beneficial area. Goats also will bring down the underbrush growth, eating it. I think putting one of those two animals in this area once we clear out a bunch of trees will help. I'm actually leaning more towards goats because I've done pigs in the past. I have yet to do goats. It's new to Farming Simulator 25. That is, I believe that'll be a little ways down the road. We're not going to clear that many trees crane or a telehandler or something along those lines to lift heavy branches, logs. We're gonna have to do a lot of it by hand to get started, cut stuff down into tiny little pieces in order to lift them into the wood chipper. That's the game plan. We'll see what ends up happening. Money always dictates what the game plan ends up being. And I know we haven't talked about it, but we are on the hard mode. Actually, I will show the settings. So we are on hard mode. We have everything turned on. I have disaster destruction turned to visual only. I really like the way they did the tornadoes. With the hail damage, I don't like. I think they did a terrible job on that. It's way more frequent than it should be. It should be more like tornadoes, random once a year maybe. My one save file, we had like 6 hailstorms in 1 year, and it just, the whole place was just peppered with little spots in the field, and I had to plow them to get it to go back to being able to grow crops, and that's just not realistic. The crop damage is, but it shouldn't be long lasting. Fixed it in a patch, but I think I was still having issues. Have it turned on because of that. Yeah, we're on hard economy, which should help with how we're trying to grow. Maybe a slow start or difficult. Yeah, that's the setting for on 1 day month cycles currently. I think once we get our own stuff going, we can't complete all the tasks. We'll bump that up to 2 or 3 days. But I don't want to be doing 3-day months while I'm doing other people's contracts. It means we're going to make a lot more money per year because we'll be able to fit more contracts. I would rather get our own farms going and spend the time on those. And when we get that level of production, then we'll bump out the days. I was on 10 times time frame cycle, and I lowered that to 5. Yesterday's pea harvest took the entire day, and it was not that big of a field, so I think what we'll do is we will do 5 times. I will cut out some of the driving in between. I don't really tab between vehicles, so I do a lot of the driving from field to field, return the equipment back to the shop, and get in my own vehicle, drive back to the house. So I will cut that out to same set of the time on the videos, and instead I'll lower the time frame down and do a little more field work. But again, if we bump up the days, I will increase that a little bit and mess with it. I don't think I'm going to put it down to like 1 time cycle, just so that way we can complete a bunch of stuff before rain comes. If rain happens, then we don't get the job done. It's just part of farming. We'll have partial fields or litter crops. That's just the way the world works. You didn't plan accordingly, the weather didn't cooperate, and sometimes you don't get to harvest everything. And we don't have crop insurance like in the real world that helps with those matters, but it's just kind of an aspect that I stick with. I think that's our settings. Everything's on those. Same the AI. I don't plan to do any contracts. It's just accepting it, throwing the AI in there, and having them do the contract. That defeats the point. Maybe once we have all of our own equipment and we're growing, it's not as important as well, but start off. If I have a $20,000 contract and I just send an AI worker in the background to do that contract, then I might as well just added the money into the game and acted like it was done. I'm not accomplishing anything. I'm not there. You're not seeing it. So what's the point of it other than just getting some quick, easy money? This one is about done. We won't return to this because I believe this equipment came from the field, so we'll finish this up and we'll head over to the other farm and get that one knocked out also. Say I quite like a lot of the fields on this map. They're not completely flat. We got a slight hill to them. And just looking out from the trees to the water down. It's just all very well done. It will be nice once we can get out of the field. Hopefully we can get something that has a look like this one. They did a great job on this map. Feel like it should be a fun line for people who want to do a lot of quickly take a look. A lot more stuff has come available, but no more tedding jobs. So we will see what there is for us. So there's no more tedding jobs, but there is this mowing one, which we already did with the MacDon before, but it's right by the shop. It gets us to the amount we need. I think we take that one, get it knocked out, and we can get our purchases made, and we can see what we're heading towards. So I'll see you back over at the shop when we get our mowing equipment and get that out of the way. Let's get those turned in, get our payment collected. Oh, nice. I didn't see that one previously. That would be a good chunk of money. It's a large spreader. I don't know how much fertilizer we'll need. We already did that mowing job once. Let's do this one. We'll spend the money on the fertilizer. See where it gets us. Now look, we haven't looked at the shop in a while. That's a good price. And that would be nice to have. But we're not there yet. Alright. Fertilizer. I think we get 2 of them. A large field. And I believe we get the money back once we complete the contract and leave it in there. So, stick with 2 if we have to get more, then we get more. Spreading discs on the back, which will make this much faster. Maybe we should get a 3rd. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy a 3rd one just to be safe. We'll get the money back. And we are heading back up top. There we go down around this way instead of taking the ferry again. Been on the ferry quite a bit. quite massive field, way more than I was expecting. We'll get started. So that's just about done. I believe there is a spot along the side, yep, that I have to finish up, and then we will be done. Definitely didn't need that extra bag fertilizer, but better to have it this far away from the shop and not need it than to have to drive clear back, so I'm okay with that. Maybe there's another contract we can take to finish it off. I will check. Yes. Let's do this one. It's almost on the way back. Might as well. I don't like the foliage line that is very drastic up there. We're on 1.4. I've set the in-game foliage line to max. It's just very extreme. It's not even like a slight difference. So I can go in the XML files and bump it out even farther. I'm not running a top-of-the-line PC though, so I'm not sure how that'll affect performance. We're already dropping to what, 50 frames per second on that big field back there, so it's questionable if it's something I want to bump out to get rid of. I don't think it'll really be an issue except on those huge fields. This is an easy contract right here. It might be one strip down and be done. But yeah, I'm surprised they have such a drastic foliage line. It is what it is. I'm not gonna complain about it. I just think stuff I feel like could be better already into the game, but whatever. kept me this whole line back just for that last little bit. That's what I like about using fertilizer sprayers more, is I can just turn off all the unneeded boom sections. I've saved a bunch of material. That's another contract done. We are definitely going to have the money to do what we want. Don't think we'll have enough fertilizer for 50. It is 5 acres. That one doesn't say now. Yeah, I don't think we'll have enough. We'll just head back to the shop. Turn this all in, and we should have enough money to get our winter project underway. So I will see you when we get back there. Alright, back in the shop, we have 10,349. The contract pays out 9,200. So if we don't have more than 19,500, we're losing money on the fertilizer we didn't use. I've never actually tried it, so we'll see. Yes, so we got paid for the fertilizer. That's great. We were not leaving a bag at the shop that we don't actually need. And that gives us $22,000 towards our winter project, which is more than enough. Granted, we will need to do our 20% down. So the field we are looking at, well, it's a woodlands, but is 63. It's close to us. It's just woods. It is $42,144. So we will need to take a loan of roughly 33,000. So we'll take it to 30,000. We'll come out of pocket a little more than 20%. We will purchase that land. That leaves us with $10,000 for equipment. So let's find our forestry section. Wood chippers. So there's this one that does not require a tractor. It is self-generated power. It is $38,000 to buy, or we can lease it for $2,000. So if we used it per day is $380. So if we used it for November, December, January, February, it would be roughly $3,000. It would take years of owning it to make up the cost of the lease. I don't see a need to have it forever. I eventually want to get away from the wood chips and make pallets, so that is something I believe we should lease. We will need to get a trailer, which the only one our truck can haul is this one. It's 10,500. So we'll take a $5,000 loan out. We'll pay 50% of this one off, because we have to have that for a lot of things. So we'll do our next $5,000 loan. We will purchase our trailer with the extension. We'll leave the colors the way the company wanted this one. Does it cost more to go with chrome though? Yes, we do not need chrome. Yeah, we will buy that. That's a decent trailer to get our equipment around. And other than that, we just need to lease our wood chipper, which I will not do today because we're not going to do any chipping until the month of November. We do have enough though. So we will get in our truck, grab our trailer, and go check out our new farmland. And like I said, the goal is to put animals on there once we get some of the woods cleared out. It's a little ways away. I'm not sure how fast the wood chipper produces, how much we'll make loading it by hand, so we can get the money to buy a log fork, which in order to have that, we will need to have a tractor or a telehandler. The tractor that comes with a crane is almost $18,000 just to lease, over $200,000 to buy. That is not going to be happening for this little chunk of land. I think the crazy delivery drivers, I think the goal is we use money we make off the initial wood chips to buy a small tractor with a front loader and a log fork, and then we can work towards lifting heavier logs. The first logs are going to be a pain doing it by hand, but again, starting somewhere. I think this is a great chunk of land for what it is. We're going to leave some trees at the entrance just so it stays wooded. I don't always like taking down everything, clear cutting it. There's a possibility. We'll see how the animal pen even plays with this chunk of land. It is a peninsula shaped area with things growing on it. This game does not always play well when you're adding custom pastures, rice paddies, whatnot. So who knows, with it being a peninsula, if it'll even let us throw down fencing anywhere near it. There's our home. It's nice and close. Just take the little dirt track, ride around. There's the restaurant that we're probably going to sell a lot of our lettuce at. This is our chunk of land. Is there a way to get our truck in there before we clear anything now? Yes. Okay, so here we are. These stumps and logs, I do not think you can clear them or hide them or anything at this moment. I know when mods come out and you have the map hider mod, we'll be able to at that point, but not anytime soon. But there is enough area in here. I think once we clear out some of these trees, we can throw a pasture. I think that'll look good. let's check it out from up above. Yeah, so I was thinking we leave this initial row of trees, clear all of these around the perimeter and down the middle, and right up front we put the animal water and feed, and then we just work our way around it with the fence. I think that's a good game plan. I think with the weather changing, not having as many contracts, this will be a good way to continue moving forward. It looks great in here with the color changes. So, yeah, it's only pushing 1 o'clock, and I think we're done with our work day. We've cut the time scale down, so definitely changed amount of reporting time versus time of day, but I would say we have enough time recorded that we should call it a stop here, pick up or leaving off on the next one. I guess I should leave the trailer here. I'm going to have to bring the wood chipper with the truck, so there's no reason to take the trailer. Here. And now we can head back to the house. And if you like the video and you want to stick around and see how we progress, please leave me a like and a subscribe. If you have any feedback or you want to see me do anything different, leave me a comment. Love to have any discussions with you guys. And yeah, we'll leave it here. Thank you.